Okay, I know it's summer, but you are going to want to have a snow globe card cutting die, and we have it ready for you. As a matter of fact, this is our brand new fabulous folded card cutting dies for this month. And let me show you what the card can look like, although I've got more examples for you. And I want you to know this isn't just for winter, but it will be great for Christmas. So you can see that this has acetate behind it. Well, I'll tell you all about it in just a minute. So the cutting die, you get the globe, you get the circle to make a hole on the front, and you get this beautiful decorative piece all together in one location. And speaking of which, won't you please play with us? Okay, the snow globe cutting die is going to fit perfectly on our 5 by 6.5 inch cards, which is right here. And as always, the dies are inside this package, and directions are right here on the front, illustrated and in text both. And we even tell you what Debbie used for her card sample. So what you're going to do is you're going to take either white cardstock or one of our 5 by 6.5 inch cards and take the big die, and notice that this is a straight edge and this is a straight edge. We did that so that it has more stability when it is a finished card. And you're just going to place those cutting die down along the edge of the fold. Okay, so you just want them to be just over that edge, and then run it through your die cutting machine. And then you can choose to just take the front and evacuate the center of it. Okay, and that's what Debbie has done here. And that way you have a window either to the inside of your card, or you can place pieces on top of it. Okay, so your choice. And there is, as I said, this decorative border that, as you can tell right here on the card, is quite fancy, especially when cut out of that gold metallic cardstock. Okay, so in this case, let me tuck these pieces away. Super easy to use. What I really love is there are just so many things you can do with it. But let's focus on this. Now, Debbie used a paper pack that we have not released yet. We'll be releasing it next month, but let me just show it to you because she talks about it. It is Santa and Snowmen. You can see Santa and Snowmen right on the front. And she did use that snow area to be on the inside of that snow globe. And so she's cutting her card, and then she's filling that with that color. Then she's using the Santa and Snowmen solid to do this bottom part. And as I said, she also die cut the, oh, wait a second, okay, the gold here. This is the metallic gold, but then, clever woman, she used the gold metallic pen. This is the fine tip to go right along here and right along here to just duplicate that gold look. Really, really pretty. Now, because she did not die cut her card with that opening, what she did is she cut, she used the, let me get this out here. Okay. She used these two pieces, this one and this one, onto another piece, actually onto one of the solids, the blue, so that she could cut out this ring, okay, and decorate the inside. Now, she used the chipboard. See, you're seeing many pieces of this. This is the Santa and Snowman chipboard, so you see that cute little Santa right, or snowman right there. So she colored it with markers. I'll tell you about the markers in just a minute. She used the holly on each side, and she did add some red jewel dazzles to be the holly berries. Very pretty. So all of those are flat on the cardstock covered card. This You Are Snow Love, that's one of the cutouts from the collection. and then she put him right there. Now, this ring that she made, as I just showed you how, she attached acetate to the back of it. And she used the heat-resistant acetate. We also, this is a heavier acetate. We also have acetate by the sheet, so that's a little bit lighter weight, so you can use whichever one you want. So she attached that to the back of that ring, and then foam taped it with 2 layers of foam tape over that circle part on the front of her card after she had decorated it. And then you are open and ready if you want to decorate the inside of her card, which she covered with the plaid. So lots of choices there. Speaking of lots of choices, let me tell you what else you can do. Now, snow globe, you're thinking, okay, well, that's going to be winter. But aha, not necessarily so. They sell snow globes with all sorts of things in them. How about a happy birthday shaker card that has a tropical feel? Look at that. How fun is that? Okay, well, in this case, our window was die cut out of the card front, and 2 pieces of acetate were attached to that ring. And this time, this is a brown piece that she used. What she was using was Coastal Nostalgia, and this is the solid for that gorgeous teal color. And she used Coastal Nostalgia 6x6 for the brown, and I cut that out. And you can see here there's 2 layers of foam tape. So she did her card front as I had shown you, but then she did a second piece because she knew she was going to sandwich all of these elements in between those 2 pieces. So we've got in the back of it, she has acetate, same acetate placed, and then she put acetate on the back of this ring on the front of her card. And then in the middle there, she has 2 things. She has our blue caviar beads and the coconut crystals. So keeping that blue teal look. And what I love is that by doing it this way, those elements are not getting trapped in any of the other pieces. So Coastal Nostalgia, you remember that, I hope. It's just gorgeous. And this is one of the pieces. This is the sunset piece. So she die cut that and glued it to the inside of her card. And then she went about the Coastal Nostalgia chipboard. So you can see this big palm tree, and put that there, and has one of the shells right here. And I'll tell you about what she used to color those. It's markers, but it's different markers. Also down here, because she wanted to have this look different, so she didn't just cover it with the coastal image of the sunset. So she did a separate piece down here, and then also did another of that beautiful border. These pieces are of the cutouts from the 6x6. And that is going just gorgeous. That's a good technique to remember, okay? So that's going to give you a shaker card that does a great job of shaking, by the way, okay? Now, here's another one. How about this? How fun is that? Okay, this is called Just Because. And this is using At the Lake solid cardstock. Okay, and it's also using our camping cutting dies. This is out of the Delightful Dimensionals. So you've got all of these elements. Now, this particular one has got a couple of things going on with it. Now, she cut out this piece, and she ended up kind of rounding those corners. So she's cut it out of one layer of this tan and a second layer of the tan, and then she's cut it out of a third layer of the tan. but she made a hinge to connect them. So the hinge is made using the cutting die itself. And so she simply cut it onto a solid piece and then pulled off the cutting die because she wanted to get that arch, and then just cut this out. And this piece is going to go between the back of the card and this piece. Okay, so this should actually be together. Okay, so that's going to work, yes, very nicely. So that's going to attach. Now, before you do that, you want to get these layers taken care of. And what she did, I can show it to you on the side. So she's got 1, 2, 3 layers here. And these two, actually all of them, have acetate attached to the back of them. So that's why she's got 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here. These are foam taped. These are just attached. They're just glued. And you can see what she's done about creating this seam to give it depth. So because all of these have acetate, you've got this tree line in the back, and you've got another beautiful decorative edge. And then in this layer, she has, and thank you for leaving it open so I could show this, she's got the tent, and this is on the front of the second piece, and she's got a tree. And then here she's got the bonfire with the marshmallows on sticks and another tree. So you get some real depth in this, which I think is just lovely. Now for her greeting, she's got just because and miss you. And those are out of our green script dazzles. There's 3 sheets in here. And with her coloring, I just want to tell you a little bit about that. We have been waiting to find some affordable alcohol pens. And what we have discovered is Deco Time. And this is one of them. There are, I think, 6 or 7 packages. They each have 12 pens, but the retail is like $12. And I don't think you'll find that anywhere. I just think that's such a good deal as opposed to others that are $7 a piece. Now, also, they come with a storage container right with it. No extra charge, folks. Now, what we've done is, because in our world, this is an item, okay? So this has an item number. This happens to be the Sunset Collection. But because you're going to use different colors, what our designers are going to do is give you this item number, but they're also going to tell you which colors they've used. So when you go down and see the listings, go to the directions. They won't have written directions by Lene and Debbie, but they will list which colors they used on this particular project. So they'll give you the item number for the package and then the number of the pens. So like this has, let's see, it's got number 280 is Charisse. Okay, so that's what you'll see. And you do want to store your pens horizontally, so that's going to work nicely. The, as I said, the tray comes with it, and the price is just dynamite, just absolutely dynamite. In fact, we're just waiting for one more to arrive, and we'll have the complete set, which is great. So just wanted to give you that information. Okay, are you set on this? You're going to be cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, all out of the same color. These two go together with acetate on the back of each, and then they get foam taped together. This has the acetate, and then it's covered up by this piece, and then the hinge holds this to this one, and then these are attached together right here. Okay, and that will give you a 3-dimensional snow globe. Okay, I have one more, and I think this is just gorgeous. Look at that. This is using our Steampunk for Everyone, and on this card Debbie did the first thing that I explained to you, which is that you die cut the whole card, then you open it up and put that circle right here. But then she cut another piece out of, this is the silver linen. So there's some striations in the foiling that's on here. You can't really feel it because it's smooth, but you can see it. So this piece is cut out again using the whole piece and then that center piece. And then that was attached with acetate between them. So acetate becomes a pretty important part for snow globes. Then on the inside of her card, look what she's done. So this is the Steampunk for Everyone. And what she has used, this is one of the big cutouts. And because it's Steampunk for Everyone, you can also have flowers and butterflies and all kinds of pretty things along with the mechanical things. So that works. And she also used down here, this is the silver pen. And it's kind of looking gold. Well, in my notes I have the silver pen, but we do have a gold one too. So she just followed the lines. So this has been covered there, and then the solid here is the Steampunk for Everyone solid. You can see it's got the blacks, it's being used. And the chipboard, oh okay, that's where she used the silver pen. Okay, this has some gears on it, lots of different gears embedded in there. She just colored them with this fine tip silver pen, and look at the shine on those. They show so nicely. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the one I love is a cutout from the 12 by 12 Steampunk. And look at these. This is part of the chipboard. Look at that butterfly. That was colored with the silver and the pens from the new Deco Time. And look at this beautiful piece. It is right here. And isn't that gorgeous? So the silver pen, and then she actually used black on the leaves and the teal. Really gorgeous, how fun. Okay, if this does not show you that you can have a snow globe for any season and for any reason, I don't know what will. So you don't have to think that this is just going to be, you can only use it in the winter time. You can use it anytime, my friend. So that is great, easy to do, and everything is right together in one package. Our snow globe card cutting dies. Wow. There is a money saver. It's over on the right hand side of your screen. I did put the heat resistant acetate with it, I believe. I put some acetate with it, so that will help you. And we also have, well, down below you'll see each of the cards, and if the designer used the pens, which was done actually on 3 of the cards, you will see which package and which color she used, so just to make that easier. Now, also on the right hand side of your screen, there will be a subscription, because every month we come out with a brand new fabulous folded card cutting dies. This time, and we did it early because if you want to use them first for Christmas, you've got time to use it. The subscription means that you will get 10% off the retail. You will also get a free goodie each month. This month you got a piece of acetate, and when you join, you will get 10 envelopes, because you're going to need envelopes to go with your cutting die, and these are the ones that work with, they work with all of our cutting dies, as you can see. So that's going to work nicely. Okay, the money saver and the subscription are on the right hand side of your screen. Okay, I want to thank Debbie for just doing an absolutely creatively masterful work with this and showing how versatile it is. That's really fun. I think I want to go to the beach. Okay, I want to thank you for joining us. If you happen to be watching us on YouTube, we'd love it if you would subscribe. Then head on over to paperwishes.com. That's the only place you can get this, the absolute only place. So we don't want you left out in any way, shape, or form. Again, Thank you to Debbie, but most of all, thank you to you for joining us. And we will be seeing you again shortly. So thank you and bye-bye.